Good morning, Mr. Thomas. Today's question is, how can automation streamline client onboarding processes?
Thank you, Lavanya. Good morning to you also. Client onboarding is basically what happens is every company is involved in marketing and sales, and after a lot of follow-up and providing all information, providing maybe presentations and everything, commercials are accepted, and the client becomes a customer. Okay, the client has to be onboarded. Many times what happens is company heavily invests on marketing, they heavily invest on sales, and they ensure that their customer is extremely delighted with whatever marketing messages are given, because it's extremely crucial, because otherwise the customers will not come on board. And what will happen is, as soon as the customer comes on board, if the company is not careful, the client can go through a very bad experience. Because before sales, everything was perfect. The phone calls were coming correctly, all the information was being given on correctly, meetings were happening correctly. But as soon as the sales is completed, if the company is not careful, the clients can get a little disappointed because there will not be enough information that will come in. They don't know what is happening. They don't know whether the process has started, whether delivery will happen on time. There is no information at all. So that is why, the client onboarding process is very, very critical to ensure that the client is happy and satisfied even after the sale. Okay. So that is where, automation comes in. And few things that automation can do is, the first one is order processing automation from field to the factory. See, what happens is many B2B clients or from business to business sales, when the salesperson meets a particular client and they finalize the order, the time taken for that order details to reach the centralized factory so that they can start manufacturing and sending it across, that process itself can take time. And sometimes the complete information that is required from the client might not even pass to the factory. Now, a very simple example I can give you is when we go to a restaurant and a waiter takes an order. Some waiters, they just remember in their mind and they just get the item. Some people, they write it on a paper and then they get the items. Some people, they have an app, a mobile phone app, where they actually select the menu, they select the quantity, and then they take the order. So what happens with that app is, just like I'm trying to tell about from sales team to the factory, what happens is the moment they select everything and click on send, the kitchen or the factory already has all the information. What is the dish required, or what is the product required, what is the quantity required. It's an instantaneous transfer and accurate transfer. There is no mistake of maybe he wrote, the veg biryani, but actually it is something different. There's no mistake, or maybe this product needs this particular feature or that particular feature. There's no difference. So one of the ways in which automation can help is by having such order processing automation, where the field executives themselves can punch in the order and the factory can see exactly what the client needs. The same thing can also be done with e-commerce websites. Like for example, in our case, we help a client who manufactures phone cases. They do phone cases where all the e-commerce orders that come in, they have to be collected in a particular format, and it has to be pushed to the order processing in their factory. So that order processing part we take care. Why? So that the client is happy. There is no delay in processing the order, and their onboarding process is completely automated. And apart from this, what can happen is, if we have an automation process in client onboarding, we can actually send them automated regular status summary. Even without any human intervention, we can email, the automated software can email status updates to the client. So the client is not, blank, or the client is not getting worried whether, whatever order I have placed, whether it's happening correctly, whether the process is going on correctly, updates are happening correctly. And so this can take care, and lot of complaints that the clients might raise can be reduced, and they can be really kept happy, and they can have a client satisfaction can go up really well. And along with this, you can also give them a web portal link, with which they can see anytime that they want. They need not wait for an email also. They can just click on the link and they can see exactly what is the state of the manufacturing process, or what is the stage of the assembly process, or what is the stage of the development process. And they can really feel satisfied that whatever good response we got before the sales, we are also receiving after the sales. So these are various ways, and there are many more ways probably we can bring in automation and streamlining client onboarding process and ensure that the client will remain happy all through the process till they get their product or service, or even after they receive their product or service. So that's how we do it. Thank you, Lavanya.
Thank you.